How are y'all doing? Hope you enjoyed part one of the Rancher refresh rebuild, get her a lot cooler video. I have now discovered that I definitely have a draw somewhere in this ATV because I left her set for 2 days and the battery dead. Great, I gotta track that down now. But that's a whole different shebang. I'll do a video on that at some point. Today is just gonna be fun, y'all. I'll throw a video in here real quick, a minute-long video. Swap the tires off the Wolverine because I picked up some MSAs that were designed for IRS. So that's what's on the Wolverine because the Wolverine is on IRS. The Honda, however, is SRA. So took the tires and wheels off the Wolverine. They're going on the Honda. Wolverine got the new, same size, same tire, same everything, just different wheels. Still 30-inch STI R4s. So, if you guys haven't followed my video of the Wolverine, these are what I'm talking about. These are your ITP tires with your STI R4s. Those are going on El Ranchero here. Green Lantern. So we're going to get that done real quick. Shouldn't take too long at all. Just 4 nuts and bolts. Next part of after the tires and wheels, I got my winch mount in. Got to go snip a winch from Harbor Freight. We'll get that bad boy sucked in here, and then one day at some point I'll find I think it's the headlights. I think it's the headlights. I gotta figure out where my draw is coming from. So welcome to Town Creek ATV. Hope y'all enjoy. What you gotta do when you have a 3-inch lift and 30s on your rig. And you don't have a lift. That works out better that way. bearings. Oh, that bearing's so bad. It's so bad. I gotta pull the spacers that I custom made for this machine. I yank them off. I machined it had a lip here for like hub centric. Definitely not for Honda or Yamaha or anything for that matter. So I just machined that down pretty gnarly. Gnarly. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Not a thing. Makes you feel like you're messing everything up. Ow! Oh. There's your play. You can see that clear as day now. Jimmy, Christmas! Oh, she's tight. Oh, that's real tight. That ain't gonna fit. Well, what do you guys think? Well, shit, that ain't right. Wow. Full flex. Yeah, I like it. Guess we gotta see how it feels when we ride on her a little bit. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good. Got the independent set up. That's cool. It actually fit better once I got the vehicle back on the ground. And the bearings, you know, flexed in, whatnot. So, well, I guess next step we'll slap the winch mount in there, bolt a winch on it, do some wiring, and then the fun stuff begins. So for the second part of this part two, the second part of this build up for the Honda, we're going to be getting this Badlands 2,500 pound winch installed. I love these because they have the Bluetooth remote, super handy. You ain't got to worry about connecting, you know, a plug or anything like that. There's no wires. You just hook this on your keychain. That's on these Hondas is right in your face, right here. And that's it. I mean, and then you just power it on and it works perfectly. KFI Products sent me this winch mount for the Rancher. Not a sponsor. So I'm going to be putting this on there. What I have to do first, when I was looking around here last night, I noticed that this reservoir is just right in the wrong spot. So I mold over, do I put it here on the frame? Or do I move it up to where the rad is? I'm thinking, and you can guys tell me I'm crazy, I think I'm just going to lay it right here. Hopefully run a bolt through this to really hold it in the spot where it's supposed to be. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. The hoses are long enough. I've got the reservoir hose right here. Well, that's my thought. So I'm going to go ahead and get this snipped out of there. And we're going to get it moved up to the top and get it set in place. So this is what I came up with. This is the only way it made sense to me. The bolt holes weren't exactly perfect, so I just did the right thing and ran a zip tie through it here, just like that. It is holding the vent line, so I have it chamfered to where the, you know, if I ever splash water, it won't run down the vent line back into the coolant reservoir here. I do have the hose ran here from the bottom, and the hose obviously ran from the bottom of the reservoir up here to the radiator cap. It's pretty, I mean, it's pretty rigid. It's not, I mean, I'd have to really screw something up to probably move that. It's kind of halfway hanging out on the bolt down there for the radiator mount, or the rad relocate mount. I'm gonna see if I can't get her pushed down there a little bit more here later. But that's where I'm at for now. What that did is that freed up my spot down here for the winch plate to get mounted in by KFI. We're gonna go ahead and drop that in here and we'll go forward from there. All right, so the mount is in, super simple. 2 bolts right here. It said remove the bumper. I said, F that, I'm not doing that. So I got it bolted in here, and then all it did was just kind of drop in where this push bar goes into it. Just you take those bolts right there, take them out, put the push bar in, put the mount in, bolt it back together. That's it. So now we're gonna get the winch going. Should be super simple from here on out. Okay, so I got the winch installed. Just a word of caution. If you don't remove the skid plate down here, pretty much guarantee you're going to lose every single bolt you try to start, because for some reason Honda thought mounting it upside down was a brilliant idea. But yeah, so you're going to lose every bolt unless you put, drop the skid plate. Yeah, I got mad and threw some things, but nothing's on fire, so that's good. So now I'm just at the point where I got to get my wiring ran, which I got to find a way to tuck, and make it look good. So just so you know, guys, the mount is super simple. It's just 1 bolt here going into my winch and 1 bolt underneath it here. On these Badlands winches, it's just 2 bolts. I am going to cut this off and clean that up a little bit. But it's super easy. It's just a pain in the ass to try and get your hands, especially you got big hands like me, up through here into this. But I got it. It's done. So just gonna go ahead and get it all happy. Gotta talk. I gotta have a talk with Badlands. As I was starting to install this just fell the fuck off. It fell off. So I gotta get my kit out, my U-joints, my U-bolts, and get this reattached. I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but for $85, you really can't complain. So I'm gonna get my wiring started. I'm gonna mount that relay box here, and I'm gonna start running the wiring back through the body to the battery. Okay, so the winch is wired. I got the box mounted right here. I couldn't do it here. The wires weren't long enough, so I got it mounted right here. You can't really see this behind the shock. Anyway, the wires run back. They attach to the coolant hose right here. Ow! Right there. And then they run back, follow the line, go back through the factory hole. Let me show you. No, I don't want to show you. Too much work. The little hole in here, factory for accessories. I ran through the factory hole, boom, right on the battery. So that's it. So now I just got to clearance this plastic piece. Just I'm going to follow this liner right here. Got to clearance that piece just a hair so I can get that bolt back in there. And then we'll be done. And then I gotta go fix this bumper I discovered last night. Didn't even realize it. Only it's like 2 weeks. That's not good. That's not good. That's good. That's not good. So I'm gonna do my redneck and get that pulled back out there. And then we'll hopefully go take it for a ride. All right, so that's it. So I got new tires, 30s, winch, mounting plate, wired up. Let's get it outside and see how it looks. And then I'm gonna see about getting this bumper pulled back out. And then that's gonna be it for part 2. I took her for a quick ride around the neighborhood and pissed off probably 17 hunters, but it's done. I got this clearance about as good as it's gonna get. I got a finger width here and I got a finger width here. So that's happy, I'm happy with that. I did get the plastic trimmed up enough to where it didn't hurt the bike at all, but left my winch plenty of room to live. And got her just a skosh muddy. Definitely gotta get some more mud on this thing. It's got tractor tires on it. It's gotta be muddy. But before I get too crazy, that has to have a bearing. She's real bad. So I went ahead and ordered bearings for all 4. We're going to get those changed out. I'm not going to do a video on that because I'm not doing the work because I don't have a press. But anyway, guys, that's it for the Honda build for now. Well, the build is done, but there will be videos on this bike. I'm not selling this one because I finally got the gauge cluster to work, and it's got almost 3,000 miles on it. And allegedly it's 2019. I'm kind of thinking that's not true anymore. So I just got shafted on this bike, but it runs and drives. It actually pulls really good. So I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to ride the piss out of it. I'm going to break it. Hopefully put a new, bigger motor in it. And go from there. So anyway, guys, it's Christmas Eve. And yeah, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Peace.